Hi, my name is Jason Grant, and this is Living with Integrity, a series of short stories on what it means to live with integrity. Enjoy! Know your gifts. Your gifts are equivalent to your skills. Skills are the things that you require to be able to produce your art. It takes a certain skill of working, for example, with paints and brushes to create a beautiful painting on a canvas. So if your motor skills are not good enough, if your shapes and sizes perception is not good enough, you will hardly make a good painter. But of course, human gifts come in many different shapes, dimensions, sizes, and qualities. So a gift of speaking is as much of a gift as gift of painting is. The gift of singing, the gift of writing, the gift of making things, the gift of putting things into existence. All of these are gifts. The quicker we get to knowing our gifts, the quicker we can start focusing on what really is our true talent and what we can invest into and double down on to master and then really put into action over and over to really impact the world and make our purpose work. Many of us have got similar gifts. This is why we have competitions between people. Lots of people are good at hitting a tennis ball. Lots of people are good at making YouTube videos that are of high quality value, high quality content. This competition is effectively guiding us to further improve our gifts, because ultimately the person with the greatest gift ought at least to be rewarded the most for their gifts. Sometimes we might think the world is unfair and certain people with less gifts are rewarded. However, what we tend to overlook is that those people that have perceived less gifts are actually gifted in other areas that we've overlooked. So for example, if we think that some less talented musician has become more popular without great gifts, we are likely overlooking their gift for marketing, promotion, and things like that, away from the musical gifts. You see, I've found in my life that it takes combining multiple gifts and skills to create real works of art that make impact and that really matter. Essentially, if you think about the greatest humans that have ever lived on this planet, such as Nikola Tesla or Leonardo da Vinci, they were polymathic geniuses who were able to combine many different realms into one thing of a greater purpose, meaning, and utility in the world. Of course, right now, many of the Tesla's inventions are enabling this very video recording to happen. So, growing and knowing your gifts is incredibly important to actual success and realizing life of perfection, an ideal life. In our Fresh Mind program, we identify each individual person's gifts throughout the process. Sometimes the person knows their gifts up front. I have been designing for 15 years, or I've been coaching people for 20 years, or I have been coding software, or I have been getting new customers into a business, or I have been public speaker for a long time, or I'm amazing at writing things into creative, expressive sentences and articles and even books. These are all gifts. These are all very important skills to have. But once you come across somebody who's realized both public speaking and creative writing, and can code a piece of software, and can find some customers for the business, and can put a brand story together, and can set and create and establish and improve a system together, then you are talking about somebody who's really got the potential to make a grand impact on society. This is certainly the case with people who are sitting up there guiding some of the biggest companies in the world: Amazon, Tesla, Google, Facebook, etc. All these guys, at the moment it's mostly guys, are actually multi-talented humans who have put their gifts into action and have grown and known their gifts from early on and have stuck to them and doubled down on them to realize their potential. And of course, once this happens and once the human really plays to their strength the most, the rewards on the other side are immense. They are in billions and trillions of dollars. They are in form of impacting millions and billions of humans around the planet. They are in form of mining incredible knowledge, insights, and energy from all sorts of things that we previously weren't able to mine that knowledge, insights, and energy from. These are profound and fascinating things and developments in humanity. 20 years ago, I could have only dreamed about being able to put my thoughts consistently onto video recordings and publish them to anybody in the world that wanted to hear them. Nowadays, that's possible within minutes. And there are no limits. So knowing your gifts as soon as possible, polishing them, improving them, stacking them together, connecting them together, is a tried and tested way to success and beyond success. Now, of course, some people will say, well, in my company, I outsource everything. Well, if you outsource everything, it means you are not needed for the company. You are not needed at all. Of course, the idea of outsourcing anything is nonsense, because you are outsourcing everything that you don't need to do, and meanwhile, you are tripling down on putting your gifts into practice as much as possible. And this is also the reason why the most successful people on the planet have created systems which enable them to multiply and amplify their gifts by exponential numbers. Most people in this world are still convinced that they don't even have any gifts. But once you start really introspecting and going through yourself, through a process such as Fresh Mind, you really start discovering the hidden gems that perhaps you never knew about, or that you have suppressed and pushed to the side. Once you pick them back up and reintegrate them back into your life, you start realizing that you make progress in a way that is really enjoyable and impactful. So knowing your gifts is incredibly important, and the sooner you get to know them, the sooner you'll be able to get to put them into practice and exploit them and make the real impact. So, know your gifts. Hi guys, thank you very much for watching yet another story from Living with Integrity series. Please post in the comments on what caught your attention the most, perhaps thought that you had or a question that you have for me. I'll most likely introduce it in future episodes as a theme. Also, if you like or dislike this, please do so and share this with other friends of yours who will benefit from this. I really want to turn this into a community effort, and I'm committed to posting once or twice a week, so watch out for future episodes. Subscribe to the channel as well and ring the bell so you can get the notification when the next story is up. I've got loads and loads of these, hundreds of them in plan, so please stay tuned and let's get this channel growing. Thank you so much.